this podcast. And if you're new, thank you for participating and coming on into the show. For real, for real. So if you are a previous, you know, subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. So this is Danny D. And thank you again for coming on in to my channel. First of all, I would like to say thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my continued watchers. The people that love to comment on the show and like to, just like to share. I appreciate all of that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolutely. But tonight's show, we got to get into some dirty shit. We're going to get into it tonight. It's called a WIP. Distractions are detrimental show. What do I mean by that? Man, first of all, let's pause. If you think about how life is orchestrated, you think you got all that control? You think your true will is yours? All right, let's get into it, okay? So first of all, got some whip moments tonight, definitely. I was just doing the show very into it, and I had that mic issue again, so I had to do some reconfiguring. So hopefully that thing has. That motherfucker's giving me hell, boy. I tell you, oh my goodness. And we're gonna elevate, and it wasn't a mic; it was the actual piece of the configuration that goes on the mic. We'll see how we cook tonight. See how we go. A little bit more. We're gonna press it. We're gonna press it tonight. We're gonna press it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I just want to make sure it plays. I want to make sure everything is good. I want to press it tonight. So yeah. But check it out. Distractions are detrimental. Show. You know how all that shit that I was going through. Yeah, that was a super distraction. It kept me from putting on my best effort for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I love to put on my best effort. So we're gonna once again test this situation with some music tonight. See how we're gonna get out. All right. See what we're rocking with tonight. I'm gonna do a little something cool, man, because this is a hell of a show right here. So we're gonna go with some lounge, maybe R&B, maybe some hip hop. Let's try hip hop, see how we sound. Yeah, this sounds like. Sound like something I can halfway rock with a little bit though, for real though. Turn that down a little bit. Way too much juice. The mic got way much juice. Big. Way too much. Way too much juice. Gotta calm that sucker down a little bit, you dig? We back on. All right, check it out. So anyway, the distractions of the detrimental show. Absolutely. Pressing the hell out of this damn little thing. All right. So check it out. We got some whip moments. We're talking about people that have what you would call voluntary distractions. When you don't want to settle yourself, if you don't want to see yourself or deal with yourself, you voluntarily distract yourself to keep you from developing yourself. That's what a voluntary distraction is. So anything that keeps you from being in a situation that you want to provide for yourself in a better format, a better capacity. When you know that you want to actually accomplish something. But instead of doing that, you will offer yourself every voluntary distraction known to you. You don't necessarily have to do that if you understood how to be the version that you want to be of you. So we're going to roll to the next good moment because I've had these distractions because of the show and how it was formulated and everything. It wanted me to have some. But these are involuntary distractions. But moving on to the next good moment. The lack of discipline. Most people want to do things in life that they know they can achieve. The only problem is they don't understand the path of how to actually get there. It's not simple. You have to have the right tools. Your mind got to be built up right. You got to know what it takes just to get to that next step. And the step after that one has to be planned as well. And so on and so forth. So that's what makes people probably not want to take that next step because it's fear. Fear keeps a lot of people from achievement because they don't want to understand how the next steps that they should take could possibly change their life. Some people are scared and are afraid of success. That's what it pretty much boils down to. How successful do you want to be? How big do you want to be? How, I don't care too much for being famous, I would say, but successful, I always want to be and always search to achieve in everything that I put my application to. So that's because I have the discipline. That's because I have the acumen and the will to do better. The acknowledgement that I don't know everything, but I will damn sure put my best foot forward. Understand? So that brings us to the next WIP moment. Social disorientation. Why are so many people socially disoriented? Perhaps because you're not looking within and you're trying to belong to something. You're trying to belong to some group, some type of organization that don't want your ass. Because you want to feel like you belong. You want to feel like you are of some form of alumni. Well, here at the Wheel List Podcast, you are absolutely a part of an alumni. For sure. But real talk, people do love to belong to something and to be associated with something and to identify with something so that they're not socially disoriented. If you have no one to lean on, if you have no one to sort of kind of navigate yourself through society, then what's the purpose of friends and family, or family and friends and associates and partnerships and all of these things that we kind of build our and cultivate our civilizations on? But what if you intentionally leave certain people that can actually enhance your territory, but when it comes to the business side of the game, you would prefer to leave them out? Hmm, that's strange. Wow. Why would you prefer to leave them out? Because you don't want them to surpass you. You don't want their people to have the kind of paper that your people have. So you would rather exploit. But we'll get to that later. Okay. Social disorientation is only predicated upon who dominates the social order. Okay. Moving on to the next WIP moment. This is something me and my pops was discussing. Why they do away with the draft and all this shit. So this next WIP moment is draft dodging and its effects and its exploits. See, my pops think that they should have never got rid of the draft. I'm like, pops, shit. It makes, it does bring, it did bring the country a lot closer in those mere times of understanding where people come from, that walk of life, seeing how great people were, and how, great, how not so great some people were. So, yeah, it's an experience. Seeing people from different all walks of life combining arms and associating with each other, trying to get a mission accomplished. That's a very important thing when it comes to being in the military. I would never take back a day I served in the military, Marine Corps, simple fidelity. So that would never take it made a man out of me. It made me understand how to not be socially disoriented because you had to work as a team. Okay? Let's move to the next book moment. Being disoriented is detrimental. Why is that detrimental? Well, you have no damn friends. Nobody wants to deal with you. Everybody sees you as a stain. Everybody sees you as something that's undesirable. And watch all the comments. You go, you ignorant motherfuckers. But anyway, moving right along, you pass people. Anyway, what I'm describing is that being disoriented is detrimental. When you don't feel like you belong anywhere, nobody wants you. You're disassociated. You're an outcast. You're on the outskirts. So only if you come into the society, you do the dirty work. What if I'm an outstanding individual? Does that make me feel an outcast? So it's something with being an outcast or being dumbed and reform the social order. You choose. I think my audio is doing excellent tonight. I think it's looking good. Okay. All right. Yeah, but check me out. Weird shit playing, but it's cool, I guess. But dig, man. Your next WIP moment. Hope you like this one. The more you are distracted from yourself, the more distracted you will become from learning about yourself. Once again, that takes you back to voluntary distractions. What you don't want to address about yourself, why you won't see therapy, why you don't want to expand your mind, why you don't like, why you're so xenophobic, or why you're so dominated by your wicked mental mind concepts, because you don't feel good about you. You're sick. You have a dis-ease. Go back and watch the dis-ease show. You dig? Matter of fact, I would love for you guys to go back and watch a lot of the WIP shows. They straight to the motherfucker. But yeah, real talk, man. Check it out. Got another one for you, another WIP moment. Donald J. Trump is the top con man of the century. He got all the asses. And that's really all I have to say about that. That's top con. Straight up. But I'll tell you one thing, fools follow fools. They can't help it. It's when you have no vision, when you have no fundamental positioning of thought that can guide you in the right direction, fools follow fools. You don't see the whole picture. You disassociate yourself so far from the truth that your own thoughts are unreliable. That's sad. The next WIP moment is called the dumbed down effect. Being so gullible, shapeable into someone else's ideological thought is downright goddamn detrimental. You abandon your whole thought process from what you were told or what you never even discovered about you, but you'd gladly give that up for some money. You would gladly give your ass up for some, what they call it, paper. Ha ha, yeah, a lot of y'all would. Because you don't value yourself properly. You are your own tool. Straight up. So that's the dumb down effect. You'll dumb yourself down and think dumbing yourself down is going to help you get to where you want to be, because someone's going to respect you after you have done what to yourself? Once you lose respect, adios. 9 times out of 10, you ain't getting that shit back. And when you have relinquished the ability to be respectable, you might as well go crawl into a fucking cubby hole. Because when you come out, your skin better be thick as leather. Because the only way to renew and revive yourself is you have to be a reinvented person, a reinvented being, a whole nother being, and it's possible for you to do so. I'm just telling you how cruel the world is and how they want to see you as they want to see you, not how you want to see yourself or view yourself. They would have the best version of cognitive dissonance applicable to them when you see yourself as appropriately as you should. That's good game for you. I hope you caught on. Because the next WIP moment, I'm going to tell you this one right here. Reshape, reintroduce, renew, reconstitute your mind. Let's start with reshaping. If you are rooted in any form of organization or anything that's not applicable to the new version you want to be, relinquish yourself from it and don't be afraid. When you're born by yourself, you came into the world by yourself, you should move forward by yourself. You understand? Reshaping has to do with reshaping your mental mind construct. If you don't have valuable mindsets around you, you should flee yourself from them. If you don't have people that take care of you, that love you, that you build with, that you can help as well, then you're in the wrong business of living. Always surround yourself with people that love and adore you, so that you can love and adore them appropriately as well. Learn how to exchange and give and take, so that a person can share and be vulnerable with you. If you don't know how to do that, you're not loving properly. It's okay to ask questions to get the information that you need in order to be the person that your person needs you to be. That could be a mother, a brother, a sister, a father, a husband, a wife, a sister, a cousin, a damn good friend. Always honor your relationships with people. They keep you from being disoriented. They keep you from being distracted. They help you stay on the path that you want to be on. Nobody does anything by themselves. I hope you understand that. If you are just so big and bad, who do you have a relationship with? Who? Who fuels your success? Who tells you good job? Who says attaboy? Who says you're doing great? Who tells you keep it up? If you don't know how to do that for yourself, won't nobody do it for you. When you do it, people will mimic you and they will start doing it too. Champion yourself, you become the people's champion. But when you don't appreciate people as their champion, why would you deserve to be a people's champion? Arrogance is extremely different from confidence. So you have to reshape that mind concept that makes you feel like you're so good. Well, why don't you prove how good you are? Prove what you know. Prove what you can prove to yourself and yourself only. But I hope you are being a proper judge of character of yourself, because that's how you push yourself to the highest order. Never accept less from yourself. We're going to move into the reintroducing part of yourself. If you don't like certain things about yourself, when you change it, you reintroduce yourself to the best version of yourself so you can settle that version down. Retire the old firmware, retire the old version, and embrace the new one that you embrace the new. Embrace the new day. When you had that epiphany, embrace that new. Right then and there. Don't wait. That's procrastination. Blasphemy. You have the orders. Adhere to them. Follow your orders. You understand that? Follow your orders. So check me out. Renew your thoughts and your paths. When you renew your thoughts and your path, you're reintroducing yourself to things that you have already mustered up greatness on. So what you're going to do is you're going to rehash that. You're going to renew your thoughts. You're going to put more elements of energy into it that you have just learned. New applications. Also have new versions. So that's the understanding of how to reconstitute your mind. Reconstitute your mind and what you have learned, meaning put a stamp of approval. Learning how to do some beta testing, learn how to enhance, learn how to, bring yourself into a new understanding so that you are not distracted and you're not disoriented. We don't want you to be distracted or disoriented because it's detrimental. It's extremely detrimental. But that's the show tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. This is my favorite part of the show. But before I do that, I would like to tell you to please like, love, share, subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a good steward of the show, man. It's been amazing. And thank you for getting these doggone audio issues taken care of with me. I've been fighting to get these audio issues taken care of. Look like I got it right. So review this shit. Hey, Hey, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be doing more too. We're coming back tomorrow with Dr. AE. Uh, yeah, we're gonna do a hell of a run tomorrow. But remember this, y'all. Remember this, guys. Distractions are detrimental. I really mean that. Distractions keep you from your greatness. They keep you from your true essence. Sometimes you got to take a little time to yourself to build that version of yourself that you want. Pay attention to those intricacies. Pay attention and be the person that you want to be. Check it out. All right, I'm down for real. Check it out. Come on, say it with me. The will is yours. Check that out soon. See.